Interesting few games we've had. There's a lot of tension on the refereeing and cards coming through. So this is looking to be another tight encounter. So, yeah, it's all before us. The big man, Nemani Nadolo, wanders by the commentary box. He is really an imposing figure.
Nemani Nadolo, player coach for this Tropics side. Former Fijian rep.
Yeah.
One of those takes up the coaching role but brings his boots.
Okay, so we've got, it'll be Shogun to kick off first. With the sun at their backs, and it's Ashbury Tropics receiving. Nice high kick
Hill with
off.
the kick there.
Okay, ball retrieved by Shogun. Scrambling on the ground. Calls from the crowd for offside, or possibly the Shogun bench maybe. But some good tight defence at the moment. Pressure on in the middle.
Bit of space here on the right as Shogun make the most of it. The Tropics player lets him run.
Yeah, but canny defending there. They allowed him to run while the defence reorganised itself. So, and they got out of a spot of bother there, you'd have to say.
Yeah, the breeze is picked up down here at the football club. Makes it a bit cooler for the players. As Tropics clear their own 22.
Okay, referee ruling not straight. Position given away by Shogun.
Yeah, good. Competitive line out there.
A lot of explanation going on there from the ref, Sam. It's always harder to get it through the front rowers. What's your experience?
But it buys them 10 more seconds to rest.
Yeah, and they've always got an opinion, so healthy debate there already. A couple of big packs going against each other today.
Chris Vinapolo with the feed.
Strong
to get
play.
It out. Great little short line there coming in from the Shogun center. Quick recycle of the ball, and we've got a 2-on-1 here, but excellent line speed defense.
Okay. They're releasing the tackle. Referee awarding another penalty to Shogun. Opting to go for the corner. Most teams are tending to prefer the scrum to open up space on the field. I've got to say, it wasn't a great kick to the corner either. They haven't gained a lot there. So
could have bought a few more meters, but he trusts his back line.
If he trusts his hooker, it needs to be straighter than the last throw. Yeah, lovely piece of set-piece work from Shogun.
Stevens
good
with
leg
the crash.
drive.
Quick recycle of the ball from Vinapolo, and another great short line coming in from the Shogun side.
Oh, lovely. Short ball offloading to the player in support off the shoulder. Wonderful try.
Easy ball, easy try. Sophie Maka with the 5-pointer. Good build up by the Shogun team. And have you seen most of the other games this morning, Terry?
I've been watching a few. Did a bit of commentary in the morning when it was more difficult. We didn't have the player list.
Team sheets. And who are the teams to watch, do you think?
Well, I think Shogun definitely came through as a strong team. I guess this morning the YCAC looked strong, but they just went down recently to the
to the Pig
Athletic Club. So the Barbars, so that was a little bit of a surprise, but two very strong teams there that could potentially go a lot further in the competition. Nice high kickoff into space.
Great take there by Tropics. All the pressure on, but he
very strong over the ball.
Unfortunately, he's lost it in that ruck, and once again, Shogun are on attack here. some friendly welcome to 10's rugby.
Yeah. I think they were discussing the decoration in the sportsman's bar, Sam, or
I think
maybe
so.
something a little less agreeable.
Shopping in Hong Kong was the topic.
Yeah.
Surprising, you know, a lot of these men know each other from different clubs and different teams.
And there's a circuit of events that they tend to go to, so they'll have met each other before, so there might be some old grudges that bubble through to the surface. Okay.
And once again, there was a high hit there. Someone's not happy with something, and
touch judge's flag is out.
He has got his flag out.
Hopefully we may see a replay of this, but he's obviously unhappy with someone in the Shogun team. The block of cheese comes out. High tackle ruled by the ref, so 2 minutes in the naughty chair. Never helps your prospects.
Been a number of cards shown so far in this tournament, as we were saying.
Yeah, and a lot of it's no, that was high tackle, so it was foul play. A lot of it's more slowing the ball down, disruptive play that draws the attention of the referees. And big substitution here, 4 Shogun players coming on.
Yeah,
and Mani Nadolo and
Mr. I'll come and fix it.
Yeah, and
Toby Jareka.
And number 12, who is not listed on our sheet.
No, but Toby Jareka actually plays out of the Valley Rugby Club.
So
as we were saying earlier, it's also a good opportunity for Hong Kong-based players to be involved.
Oh, excellent, yeah. Especially playing with guys that are playing a higher level of rugby offshore somewhere. It sharpens their skills.
That's right.
Makes their focus stronger. It's a good experience.
Nandolo in the centre here, lining up for the big hit. Clearing kick option, but there is someone back home here for the Tropics side.
Is back in place and with good support, so
Afa Pakalani.
We're
Great
seeing a
tackle made.
High level of intensity already in this game. The hits are coming through thick and fast. Ashbury Tropics continuing to try and plug it up the middle, but seemingly suiting the defence of...
Nandolo went in for a hit there.
Yeah. Yes, he found a target within walking distance and took advantage of that.
Penalty, and they've gone with the scrum.
Referees going to have an interesting job. There's a high level of tension in this game. I mean, both teams have a high level of skill, but it's turning into a very physical confrontation at the moment.
It is. Of course, Shogun still with the man down.
Yeah, and neither team wanting to back down. So Ashbury Tropics all lined out to the left-hand side, the football club side of the ground.
Yeah, it looks like Shogun are back to 10. Surprisingly, Nandolo predictably with the ball, carries it up the middle.
Oh, and got some very good pace there.
Bit of space here on the left if they can get it out. And unfortunately, just lose it in the contact area. And there you go, a lot of off-the-ball pushes here, Terry.
Yeah, that's the level of tension staying up there. It's we're not seeing a lot of open flowing rugby. They're both teams preferring to confront each other and try and stamp their physical mark on it. But we're just under 2 minutes from the end of the half, and yeah, someone's going to need to score now. If it's Ashbury Tropics, it'll bring them back into the game. If we've got Shogun going ahead, it might make it difficult going forward for the Ashbury Tropics.
Yeah,
team.
a minute and a half left in this first half. Surely Tropics will be looking to get on the scoreboard.
Interesting. They tend to move Nadolo around. He's in the critical scrums, and the short ball runs close to the line. So he's lending his substantial frame to scrum dominance in this instance. And See what he can do.
I like
Strong scrum, well cleared
Big
by
scrum.
Shogun.
Well played, an excellent bit of footwork
just
there.
half break at the backfield.
Quick recycle of the ball, and once again, retention of possession. We've found the winger here.
Nice hands. Under pressure with the high ball coming over the top. Again, recycled quickly, good pace.
Excellent bit of space
nice running
there.
off the shoulder.
Saw a bit of space.
And it's
number 5 here for the Shogun team.
And Rhodes Featherston streaking away, showing a good turn-up pace.
That's the second try here for the Shogun RFC team over Tropics. They've been disappointed without the Tropics.
Yeah, and the risk of playing that overly physical game is you can get so concerned about confronting and you forget about what's around you. And that situation, the Ashbury Tropics, sorry, the Shogun did a great job of sending the support runners through and coming off the shoulder. Referee blows for half time, and Shogun out to 12-0.
Agree. They're controlling the game well here. They were being very niggly with the Tropics side. Obviously, have rabbled them up a little bit. And then, unfortunately for the Tropics, their answer was Nondolo, who came on.
Yeah, and unfortunately, he's got good impact in set-piece scrums and going forward on short balls. But, you know, once the game opens up and breaks up and there's a lot of space, he's not covering the yards that he used to, and he becomes a little bit of a liability.
That's right.
You know, the quicker, smaller guys get space around him, and you know, his reactions aren't as good as they once used to be. So he's so it's a real balancing act in terms of his impact on the game.
It is, and it's great for the tournament and the team like Tropics to have a name like Naman and Nondolo to play with them.
You know, he's an icon. He's a figurehead. He's played professional rugby for so long in Europe, and is known, you know, obviously known very well in Fiji for his earlier days. He made his name, and he's played all over the world. And he's also big and imposing as he is. He's a lovely gentleman of the game.
Definitely, and he's come over as the player coach for this Tropics side. As we see, Shogun's finished up their team talk here in a very dominant position so far in this game. 12 points to 0. Going into the second half, they'd be rather comfortable. Yeah,
well, they'll be playing into the breeze, but I don't think that'll worry them, because they're quite happy to keep the ball in hand and attack the line. So be interesting to see. It's funny, early in the day you see players walking off with limps. Ruled out of the tournament already. It's a very
halfway
very
through day one.
It's a very physical game, and the attrition rate is relatively high. So we've got Ashbury Tropics to restart the second half, kicking off. Looks like they'll be kicking towards the football club side of the ground.
Number 14, Afa Pakalani, their playmaker. It's been very good for them all day today. We'll be looking to rally the boys up.
Nice kick and well taken. Okay, Shogun quick into their work.
Bit of miscommunication there. The winger was trying to cut in, but
but the tackler put the passer under pressure, and just that little bit of late pressure directed the pass behind the shoulder of the support runner and made it much more difficult. So good pressure from the Tropics team.
Yeah, just what they would be wanting. 9.5 minutes left to go. They know they need to score next to remain in this game.
So Nondolo noticeably absent, so the scrum slightly smaller as a result.
And here comes the secondary shove from Shogun.
Yeah, Shogun taking advantage of that lack of bulk and putting a lot of pressure on it. So they get a second chance, Ashbury Tropics, but they'll be wanting to get this ball in and out quite clean and away into open spaces.
Nondolo back on the bench next to Tropics coach Ben Gollings. Alex Jones with the feed and finds Will Morris, of course, who plays his trade here in Kowloon Rugby Club. Great pressure coming on. Tropics got a turnover here.
Okay, referee rules there was a second knock on, which is why he couldn't play advantage. Looked like Tropics had an opportunity out wide there, but
yeah, I thought so too.
Ref calling them back.
Tropics in good position. Patiently building up.
Backline split to either side. Which way will they go? Shogun very wide in their defence.
Yeah, we've got Will Morris and Will Pandey parked up here on the right. They choose to go right, and he just can't quite link up with Morris. Huge counter attack coming here on the ruck, but Shogun have got back on their feet. Tropics trying to keep it alive.
Space out wide, almost an intercept there, resulting in a knock-on, and unlike the one-handed attempts to get the ball, that's not punished with a yellow card.
No.
Thankfully. A genuine attempt to retrieve the ball, and he nearly got it and got away. But the Shogun defence is actually showing good resolve and coming up and cutting down the space of the Ashbury Tropics.
Yeah,
team.
this will be the third scrum in a row they're having to defend. And once again, they're competing in the scrum. They've twisted it, but it goes in favour of Tropics. We've got a little wraparound play here.
Space up the middle.
Choosing to leave it.
No halfback.
Man's just offside there. Ball's out,
there.
referee says.
The opportunity missed there. Ashbury Tropics didn't actually have a halfback there to distribute the ball when it was available.
Must release, must roll away. Oh, more was called. Ooh.
Yeah, so good play by Shogun. They made a good solid stand-up tackle. The tackle player wasn't able to get his knee to the ground, so resulted in a maul, and they held the ball in to get the turnover.
Held him up long enough. 5 seconds later, it would have been play on. And now Shogun find themselves with a defensive scrum at 2 meters away from their own try line. Of course, 6 minutes left in the game.
Okay, going blind.
And he chooses to go. He sees a bit of space. Here we go.
This is actually a great creative piece of work. Number 10 for the Shogun streaks away, Adam Lennox. And that was very clever play.
Very clever. Shot around the blind. Saw a bit of space, pinned his ears back.
And it just shows you can't assume. I'm sure Ashbury Tropics were assuming they might be facing a kick and a clearance to touch. But Adam Lennox, no, I can see an opportunity, and he gassed it down the wing, outstripped the defender, and scored in the corner.
And what a great score it was.
Conversion.
Yes, but, well, he's stretched his team out 17 points to nothing with a possible 2 here.
No, that
just to the left.
Doesn't even get a merit.
Completely to the left. But yeah, what a great finish there.
Not sure his first choice kicker. But but surprisingly enough, the scoreline's gone out to 17-0, and the two teams, there's not that much of difference between them.
There isn't. Unfortunately, Tropics have had a lot of possession and territory. They just can't come away with any points.
But again, you see they were 5 meters from their line there.
And unfortunately,
you don't need territory if you've got a clever halfback who can put your winger in space.
No, and unfortunately, they could not gather that kickoff. Falls in favor of Shogun, who are certainly showing their dominance in this game.
Yeah, I think Ashbury Tropics are going to have to come up with something very quick and very substantial, otherwise this game's going to get away from them.
Yeah, Tropics definitely need to score next to remain in this fixture. But Shogun know exactly what they're doing. Logan Crowley, the scrum half there, taking his time. solid platform here for the Shogun team to build off, and a tidy little wraparound there.
Lovely wraparound move. Easily in, untouched in the corner.
Brayton Hill with a 5-pointer. Really seals the deal for this game for the Shogun side.
Yeah, but it actually shows that the team actually, you know, when they pull off a move like that puts Brayton Northcote Hill in the corner there, it's very, very well coordinated, well rehearsed, and obviously something that's come from the training paddock rather than spur of the moment. So again, the conversion missed, so 22-0 to Shogun, and a scoreline we just didn't see coming early in the game.
No, we came into it expecting it to be a lot closer. Unfortunately for Tropics, things haven't fallen their way, decisions haven't gone their way. They've got a couple of more minutes left, and Big Nondola is on the pitch once again.
Yeah, that's what we like to see. Lovely touches.
And unfortunately, his support player, Ben Kite, just loses that ball into contact.
It's funny, people look at him and see a huge player, which he is, but his skill level is incredible. And his accuracy, everything he's done, even his clean-outs and the breakdown, his body position is perfect. He's got all that experience, and he puts it to good use every part of the game.
He can certainly shift. Crowley with the ball here, about just under 2 minutes left in this game. Shogun really looking like real winners here. Is another short line attempt, but a great offload. Big handoff.
And it's Ian West Stevens goes in the corner, and doing it comfortably now, Shogun.
They are certainly showing like the real contenders for the finals here.
Tell you what, they're getting great service from Logan Crowley at the base of the scrum. He's creating a lot of these opportunities, getting the ball away quick, and he's part of the Crowley dynasty from Taranaki in New Zealand.
Right, is there one?
Another generation. Yeah.
There are several names here who we could link in with a dynasty, I believe. I'm sure their coach Jimmy Ma from Counties Manukau certainly got that New Zealand connection. As we see the replay here of Stevens finishing in the corner.
Scoreline out to 27-0 now, so it's playing for pride now as far as Ashbury Tropics are, and unfortunately not taking that kick off. When you've got big guys running at you, it is often easy to sneak a peek and see what's coming rather than securing the ball and doing job number one first.
Correct. You hear those footsteps coming, and poor Adam McLean there, playing out of Sandy Bay, featuring for this Tropics side, just loses that ball forward. Got a new scrum half on here. Quick taps taken. Ooh. Shogun will be looking for another try just to get the cherry on top. Great short ball.
Okay, and another lovely subtle little offload. Good support lines. And Shogun are in for another try in the last minute of the game. So that will see the end of the game. 32-0 with the conversion to come. Sam, they've been dominant now, haven't
they? Very good. They had a bit of a slow start, but they've taken away. Yeah,
it was tight at first with a very, very physical battle. I think they probably won that physical battle, and then they certainly won the tactical battle since then. So
very much so, and the final score is 34-0. Shogun really just showed their short lines, changing up direction, hitting the ball at pace.
Yeah, they're not a team that relies on any one individual. They've got guys all over the park that can break the line and support players with the instinct to run off those players.
Right.
As we see exactly that in that final try. Right, so as the players leave the field now, our next game, we'll see Papua New Guinea playing the Jiangsu Lions.
Right.
Jiangsu Lions had a very, very plucky game earlier on in the day. Performed well above expectations. PNG ran into a bit of yellow card trouble in their first game, so might be a game where discipline needs to be adhered to